Finally home. Hello. Uh, I'm I'm happy you could make it. I didn't expect a sudden message. Uh, but yeah, Well, you can see, kind of live here now, or been living here for a while now since I kind of went off on my own. Um, I was surprised to. I was surprised when you told me that you actually didn't live that. You didn't live that far. So I guess maybe after this one, or maybe next time, then I could probably see what your place is like. Um, but yeah, I know. Well, okay. Well, it was sudden, but I don't mind. You can just like hit me up whenever, or I'm totally cool with whenever. uh, but yeah, you can see it's actually a pretty small place. But anyway, make yourself comfortable. Okay, this is like obviously I haven't had anyone else here. I mean, you kind of know I don't really talk to other people. I'm not really um about that, but I'll take you around and show you my place and all that. Um, yeah, so right over here, it's well, I'll show you. So, you, uh, yeah, so this is, um, my main room where, yeah, you can see here, well, my bedroom. It's not much, but well, it's enough for me. Um, I'll just typically be just here, just relaxing most of the time, and then reading there. You can see by the books there and everything. Um, yeah, fortunately I can have my peace just doing what I want. Because fortunately the neighbors, they're not, they haven't really been noisy or anything. And then better yet, no one has really like bothered or tried to talk to me or anything like that. So I prefer that anyway. It would be kind of, I don't know, it's kind of awkward, you know? No? Well, yeah, you're kind of different. Uh, but yeah, I think cozy here. Hey, well, here's the kitchen. Again, just like the rest of the place. It's tiny, but I don't really need much. It's just me here. Well, not you, but I don't, I don't really cook that often. The microwave is just enough for me. But yeah, I've been doing okay on my own. Um, been making been making enough to get well this place here, and it's been pretty good to finally move away from my parents' house. Yeah, everything I could need I got actually. Yeah. uh, when I don't know if I'll actually want to get like an actual house or something. That might be too much for me. I mean, even this tiny apartment is good enough for me. I don't. There's got enough space for all the stuff that I got. It's not like I really have that many belongings anyway. A lot of the stuff is just well, I already been here when I moved in, so yeah. I don't think I wanna own a bunch of stuff. So it just makes moving around easier, or well, easier taking care of your own stuff and all that. I mean, even though this is the first time moving, I still don't like the idea of just move around a bunch of stuff if I were to move again, if I wanted to, or if I had to for some reason, you know. So, yeah, I'll see what we got though. Uh, if you really were interested. Uh, yeah, you didn't want that. Um, well, I mean, I got coffee. Although I have two of these, so it's okay. I mean, I usually just drink these if I just end up having to like cram a night or something. Cause there been some times where I'm really busy. I was like, well, I do physically go to an office, but um, I have my own stuff here to just work at home if I need to. So at least I have that flexibility. So yeah, although sometimes it's kind of hard because then I get distracted and all that, and just not not want to do the work. But I'm quickly reminded why I have to anyway if I procrastinate too much. Anyway, let's go over there. Uh, yeah. So separating this, my two doors. This tiny place. Well, I guess you can call it a living room, right? Anyway, yeah. Well, I got my desk here to work. I got like a chair there if you want to sit, or maybe if you're prefer the beanbag over there. But I don't really got much going on here aside from just well my desk over there I use for working. It's like yeah, it's probably the most I spent on something, obviously. And then yeah, the all that music stuff, I don't know what to call it. I mean, a lot of it was just passed down from my brother. He just gave a bunch of that stuff to me. I guess he had nowhere else to like leave it, or had no one else to like give it to, and he didn't exactly want to just throw away that stuff. So yeah, here I am with it. Well, sometimes I kind of mess around with it, but I'm not like that knowledgeable about music or whatever. I'm just typically busy with, you know, work and stuff, or just playing games or reading. Uh, this is everything that was dropped off to me. Yeah, ignore the setup, but I don't really have much other stuff to like properly accommodate it. Though, yeah, some speakers actually sound really good. I'll admit that. And then a record player. Uh, I don't have too much stuff to play, but it's actually pretty nice. Um, and then even that extra laptop that he gave to me with like all this the funky software he uses. So I mean, I'm not gonna turn that down. Or actually, sometimes I just take it with me if I just just work somewhere else like a cafe or something if I feel like it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm grateful that he gave me this stuff, so that he would trust it for me to have it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, well, here's where I end up doing most of my work. Like yeah, I end up doing most of my stuff here, because I kind of do get lazy at work, so then I to end up doing it here. But I don't mind if it's just in the comfort of my place instead of dealing with other people. Spoiler alert, I don't really like many of them over there. I'm not sure what they think about me either. But yeah, I don't really talk to anybody there. Anyway, yeah, I was playing a little bit before you finally stopped by. Um, oh, it's System Shock. I don't know if you heard of it, but it's like a remaster because the original is actually like super old. Yeah. Uh, it's pretty faithful to the original, I'd say. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I never played anything like this before, but it's it got me pretty invested. Um, I'd recommend it. Yeah. Uh, but it's like, what's the word? It's like a dungeon crawler. I think you can call it. But yeah, that's been my most recent uh like time sink really. But yeah. And then we can go over there and show you the little balcony area because there's another room off to the side there actually, which is like I guess a second bedroom. I don't know, but it's a small space. It has its own screen there too, where a bit more secluded too. But sometimes I do end up just switching between the main room and in that room to just like chill and all that. So yeah, but I guess that's pretty good, right? I have a yeah, but you'll wait. Uh, are you gonna be staying over? Oh, in that case, yeah, you can take that room for the night. I didn't realize you actually weren't busy the next day. Yeah, yeah, I do have just a seat right there and a little table, but I spend, I surprisingly spend quite a bit out there. Although after a while I kind of get nervous, because then I kind of think about what if someone's looking at me, but I think generally people don't really care. Hey, come over here, I can show you the other room here. Right, it's surprisingly not a bad view. I guess I wouldn't really know much about exactly what having a good view means. I mean, it went from kind of being in a sort of suburban area to now this. Yeah, it still feels kind of strange thinking about it, having my own place and everything. Because I've always been told, oh, getting your own place is like the best thing ever, or that's a necessity. But I guess that depends. Sometimes I do kind of miss just well being around people you know, right, or family. And now here it feels kind of lonely, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it isn't terrible because at least I'm doing something, right? Working and then like getting the things I want or the things I need. But it's just mostly get up, go to work, deal with people, and then just come back, and then just rest up, play, or whatever, and then just kind of do the same thing. It gets kind of monotonous sometimes, but it could be worse, you know, a lot worse. So I don't mean to sound like I'm ungrateful or anything. You know, it took quite a bit of effort to, get these opportunities I was able to um, take advantage of and all that. You know, and but I think I've been doing okay on my own. It's just maybe it'd be better if I just wasn't doing it all alone. You know, because you can be surrounded by people, but you can still feel lonely. You know, and then the ones you end up working with end up being people that don't really interest you or just come off as weird, right? And that's not even mentioning whatever customer or client you gotta deal with too. I mean, most of the time it's not that bad, but the real bad ones kind of stick to you. Well, I don't know if you feel the same way, but at least I can have my occasional breaks from all that. So I think what I'm been trying to say is I kind of want to try to be a bit more social, but I don't know if it can be as simple as that, you know? Because it's like I want to have friends, but I kind of don't like the socializing part of it. And then that's the thing. I think you're probably the only one that understood that. I'm not very good at it. Or maybe people think I'm kind of weird for being someone that just doesn't really say anything or just keeps to themselves about nearly everything. Because nobody knows anything about me over there. And then I kind of don't want to say anything, but maybe now won't be too bad since now I know you're out here, not too far. This is the second bedroom. It's smaller, but it's still pretty cozy, and I find myself here sometimes. But here's where you can stay for the night. Obviously, you can shut the window if you don't like that wind coming in, or if you want the chime to be quiet. But yeah, I'm sorry if I started laying it a bit on you like that. That's just kind of how I've been feeling. Because I just hadn't had anyone to open up about that. But you don't really have to say anything. Just as long as someone I know or care could actually just listen. That's really it. But that's enough about me. I haven't really cried much about what you've been doing. Because my story so far, just moved out here because an opportunity that opened up, and after some time, then get this place, and it's kind of where I've been at. But I haven't really known what you've been up to though. Because you did tell me, you did have your own place, that it was like more spacious than mine or something, which is that's pretty neat. But I wouldn't mind checking it out some other day or whenever we can. Maybe tomorrow, if I have a chance. You did say you had tomorrow off, so yeah, I think we can do that tomorrow. And if not, then that's really not a big deal. We can always do it some other time, but I wouldn't mind having you come over more often, and we could do other stuff. Your first time being here, I just wanted to show you around what it's like. But then again, maybe watch some stuff. Yeah, we could watch something together. I don't know, play a game. I don't know what kind of games you're into. I don't play a lot of multiplayer stuff. I just over time preferred more just single player things, because in those I can take my own time and not be judged by other people by how I perform. Yeah. Uh, um, more about work. Um, it's okay. I know what to do and what my tasks are generally. It's only really bothersome because of the people there. I don't like them very much. And then they think I'm probably weird, and maybe to an extent I am, but I don't care trying to appeal to any of them anyway. Because a lot of them just companies being suck up, or like just suck ups. But why should I care about them when, I got someone like you around to, just spend time with, and know that they're not gonna be judgmental and all that. So but it's getting pretty late now, so if you need anything else, just let me know. I'll be over in the living room, just finishing up some work that I've been kind of procrastinating on, but I didn't mean it when I said I was really happy to see you again. So I'm really grateful about that. So, yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say. So, thank you.